Hi folks, happy Friday. Chuck McKay here with Magic Matt and Ms. Davino.
Hello, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. So we have some great things going on this week and we want to show you. Our ski team, we have a state champion, we have the boys championship team, the girls got medals, it's fantastic. We'll show you all of that. We're very proud of all the things that are going on. The play is coming up. Please don't miss the play. It's going to be fantastic.
Yes, I have my tickets. Don't forget. It's going to be great.
Absolutely. And there's some great things happening. But the really big news, Vernon, the really big news is coming at you right now. So get ready. Please get ready. Ms. Davino has a major announcement.
Okay, so last night at our Board of Education meeting, the board supported the vote to put spring break back in the schedule.
Oh, there it is.
Yes, so that means April 19th to the 26th. School will be closed. Please make appropriate child care arrangements. But in addition, we were up at the high school today and got to talk to some students. I don't think some of them realized that spring break was ever out of the schedule. That was a lot of fun, but spring break is in. That means that we will be closed April 19th to the 26th, so everybody can sleep late.
Yep.
They can get rejuvenated for the spring and finish the year strong. That's what we want.
Exactly. And parents, we're going to show you the reaction of the high school students when we told them in the cafeteria, because something good had to come this week. It's been a very tough week with all of our budget concerns and everything that we're dealing with. We love our community. We want to take care of our community, and we've got great students. So let's take a look at all the great things the kids are doing, and let's have some fun.
Hey, good afternoon. My name is Karen Davino. I'm the superintendent of schools here in Vernon, and for the first superintendent spotlight I ever did, I came up here to the robotics room. It's one of my favorite programs in the district. I've talked about it to as many people as I can talk to about it. For parents at home, I say this all the time. If you have children that are not in the high school and you're in Lounsbury or Rolling Hills or Glen Meadow, think about the amazing opportunities we have up here at Vernon High School. So we're going to talk about robotics because we have a really, really, really exciting competition happening this weekend for our team. So William, why don't you talk just a little bit about some of the things that our robot is going to be doing this weekend during the competition.
All right, so this weekend is going to be our first competition of the season. We're going to Mount Olive High School. And we're going to be competing with around 30 to 40 teams at an event. So basically our robot is going to have to pick up this normal size kickball and place it in a hole. But in order for the ball to stay in that hole, we have to place this detach panel on the outside to make sure it doesn't roll out. And at the very end, we have to climb up onto a pedestal and park ourselves on top of it. So for each match, we earn a certain number of points as far as how well we do, and then determining on those points is how well we go on and compete against future events and larger number of teams.
So one of the things that I wanted to hear from, and we don't have the full team here, of course, but we have a representation. I wanted to hear from everybody a little bit to talk just a little bit about their contributions to the project and maybe the biggest challenges. So we're going to start over here.
Okay, so for the electrical team, we've been working on our PCB boards, which is a really cool new thing because we got to create our own schematic sheet and like kind of make the circuit and then order the pieces for ourselves, and we got to wire them and solder them and then plug them in, and then once we actually turned on the electrical board, we got to see them work and see what we created do exactly what it's supposed to do.
So this is total hands-on learning, right? I mean, you're talking about soldering and constructing, which is excellent. Go ahead, talk to me a little bit, or talk to Mr. Shea and our audience a little bit about your contributions toward the robot.
Yeah, so another part of the electrical board that is new this year is we 3D printed the base of it. So at the beginning of the season, there was a whole process of creating the design and then printing that part.
Okay, who's next?
So I worked on programming in the graphics part side. So I made the t-shirts, the logo and stuff, and I worked on vision. That was a big struggle. Just learning how to do this simple like a basic object detection for the game. That was a struggle for me. So.
Excellent. And what about you?
For business team, we worked on getting new sponsors because we can't get anywhere without them. They just donated our new drill press.
Yes, that's
labs.
beautiful.
We also worked on websites and designs and pictures and updating the website constantly and stuff like that.
That's great.
Okay, so this year a lot more plastic was used in the robot than in years past, so 3D printing was like a new team added. What I did is I worked on building new and additional parts for other parts like limit switches, like finding ways to attach it to the robot. easier ways by 3D printing stuff on Inventor and 3D printing them out in the computer room.
Awesome.
I'm also part of business teams, so not much of what I do is different than what Ms. Hertz said. So I've been, the last few times I've been at robotics, I've been mostly focusing on updating the website to look more up to date and be ready for the season where we add information about the competitions to it.
William, of course, you're the captain. You want to talk about maybe the whole approach, and then we'll, of course, ask Dan to contribute as well.
Alright, so like my biggest want for the team is just to keep the members and keep kids interested and involved with the program. So I try to incorporate as much of, even though they aren't as experienced with everything as some of the seniors and juniors here are, I'm trying to teach them and show them how to become as experienced and how to get a good knowledge to be able to apply that for once our seniors and juniors leave and they have to fill those roles.
Sure, that creates that sustainability of
Yeah.
the program, which is great. Dan, what about you?
Well, I'm also with Katie and Christian on the business team, and this season really I had a large part in making our business plan, writing up like our sponsors, our relationships with sponsors, our finances and everything. And that's like something that's not as noticed about robotics is like there's a spot for everyone. Like whether it doesn't really matter if you're interested in engineering or design or business, like there's always a job for everyone. Like Matt does graphic design and Steph and Becca do electrical and mechanical, Will does mechanical, and like I just do the business plan. And it's like robotics is a little bit of stuff to do for everybody and really can incorporate everyone.
So I think that's probably the best thing about this program, and it was something we talked about when I first came here, is that, you know, when you're the captain, you know, a really well-run organization has a lot of different folks doing a lot of different things, and that's exactly what you see here with our students and, of course, with our advisors, Mr. McCotter and Mr. Kitis. We have just a wonderful program here at Vernon High School. The reality is that I hope you guys do a phenomenal job tomorrow. Go Vikings. To be against 35 or 40 teams is really a great opportunity for us. And hopefully we'll do a follow-up podcast to tell you how our team did. So thanks for joining us.
So I just want to wish good luck to the robotics team. As you saw in the previous segment, they are a wonderful group of young people, but I want to thank their parents as well. There's a whole group of parents that are involved in the program. There's a whole group of teachers that are involved in the program. There's people who have volunteered to help. There are people who have donated money and time to the entire program. So best of luck tomorrow at Mount Olive. I'll be rooting for 1989. My hardest on Saturday. And if you get a chance and you have time to head down to Mount Olive on Saturday, take a look. Those competitions are outrageous. Okay, this week, some great things. We want to talk about Kyle Hayes, state champion in skiing. We want to talk about our all-star women in hockey and wrestling, and also our English Honor Society and so much more. So let's get started. Kyle, congratulations. Overall New Jersey state champion. There's Kyle in the middle on the podium. Fantastic job. We're very, very proud of you. You are a star, sir. There's the boys team with some of our young ladies who won medals, and we want to wish them all congratulations. I sent cards to all our winners, and I want to congratulate everybody who was on the team. Carly Van Tassel was selected to play in the New Jersey Girls School Hockey All-Star Game this past Saturday. There's Carly on the right. Looks like a terrific player. And there's all of the gals from the All-Star team posing for a team picture. What a terrific thing to have a girls hockey team, excuse me. Wonderful. Speaking of field hockey, here's Tori, and of course Tori has decided to sign with Ramapo College for next fall. So we want to wish Tori the best of luck in Division III playing field hockey. She's there with Dr. Anderson and Mr. Foley, Coach Studley, Coach Colleen, and of course Mom and Dad and her brother and sister. Mom and Dad, thank you very much for sending that wonderful student to this high school. Triumph Music had their national awards where they had their induction. It was a great, great experience. I enjoyed every second of it and our wonderful music program. Kudos to all the new inductees who are part of the Triumph Music Society. The English Honor Society also had their time in the sun this past week. They were inducted up in the upstairs library. Great job, English department. The students were wonderful. And one of the funniest things that happened during this time was they read what the students had written in junior year about their favorite book. It was a good laugh for all of us. Here's Ms. Hordish, and she is with her third grade students, and of course they're at Vernon United Methodist Church establishing a soup kitchen. I want to congratulate Jen for all of her fine work with her students, and I want to thank all of these wonderful students who helped out. There is no greater lesson that we can learn than that there are other people that need our help, and we can stand in and help them. So congratulations, kids. And there's the great picture. There's our boys overall giant slalom champions and NJ League champions. And next week when we do the pictures, I'm going to get our ladies in there as well, because I know there's a picture out there. Congratulations. March artists. Look at these works of art. These are now hanging in Walnut Ridge in the office, by our office. So if you happen to be over here to talk to anybody at the Board of Ed, please notice our quality artists and all that they have done. All right, so once again, Vernon, all of these great things. Look at our kids. They're doing these great things. We're very proud of you. Parents, you're doing a great job with your children. Thank you for all that you do. Okay, so this morning we were over at Lox of Bagels.
Yeah, we were over at Lox of Bagels. It was really great. They had Coffee with a Cop over there, which is one of the new programs to welcome our new chief, Chief Young. And of course, Dr. McKay did not get locked in jail this time, which is wonderful. He's still here in the district. I'll have to bail you out next time.
All those police officers in one place makes me very nervous.
Makes me nervous too. But it was a great turnout this morning. And of course, we really feel a very special connection to our Vernon Township Police Department as well as to our community. We want to do everything we can to support them because they support us. They keep our staff and students safe all the time in the district. So that was a really nice town event that we both had the opportunity to get to this morning. And going on this weekend, of course, we have the robotics competition. So best of luck to our team. And if you have nothing going on Monday night, at 7:30 in the board office is Coffee with the Superintendent. I've had 2 sessions already. I've had a fair turnout. It would be wonderful for me to get to meet some more members of the community, to have the opportunity to speak to people one-on-one about what's happening here in the district.
And don't forget about 9 to 5, the play. Come out and see us and have a great time with our community.
At last night's Board of Education meeting, the board voted to reinstitute your spring break. All right. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad. What are you going to do over spring break?
Probably homework.
So we put it back. We put it in the calendar. But we said if we have too many snow days, we're going to take it out. But I could tell by some of the way you were looking at me. You're like, we have a spring break.
Do now.
Your superintendent put it back in last night.
Everybody
so all hail the superintendent.